You know, when you think about electricity in your body, you probably think of your heart beating or your nerves firing. But what if there's more to it than that? What if our bioelectricity is also the current of our consciousness, plugging us into some kind of cosmic energy source? Well, we're about to dive into a view of the human body that really bridges biology with the metaphysical.
So where are we getting all this from? Our guide for this entire explainer is a fascinating book called Wonders of Human Bioelectricity. Every single idea we're about to explore comes straight from its pages, and it offers a pretty unique way of looking at the energy that makes us, well, us.
Okay, so let's just jump right into the deep end with the big question this book asks. What if that electrical buzz happening inside you right now isn't just a biological machine at work? What if it's the actual current of your consciousness, your life force, maybe even your soul?
So here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we're going to define this special kind of electricity. Then we'll look at where it comes from, and it's not where you might think. After that, we'll see how it creates a personal energy field, find out how we might be able to control it, and finally, we'll tap into the electric power of our own thoughts.
All right, first up, the book basically asks us to rethink what we even mean by electricity in the first place. It argues that bioelectricity isn't just about physical particles moving around. It's a mix of biology and something the author calls a consciousness force.
And this is the absolute key. From this perspective, it's not just the stuff scientists can measure in a lab. It's that physical energy, plus an intangible vital force. It's basically where the physical world and the spiritual world shake hands.
And get this energy doesn't just stay inside you. The author claims it radiates outward, creating a kind of biomagnetic field of attraction. And this field is what some people might call an aura, a personal energy signature that can actually affect the world and the people around you.
Okay, so that's a huge idea. But it begs the question, right? If our cells aren't making all of this energy on their own, where on earth does it come from? The book's answer takes us from our own bodies out into the cosmos.
The book has a really cool name for it, the cosmic reservoir. The idea here is that we aren't just little self-contained batteries. Nope. Instead, we're constantly pulling energy from a huge universal source that flows through absolutely everything. So let's unpack how this connection supposedly works. It's actually pretty fascinating. First, the soul, or prana, is the real powerhouse. The brain is just the tool it uses. So how do we tap into this cosmic energy? It's simple, by breathing. Every breath you take pulls in energy from that reservoir, which of course also explains death in this framework. When the breathing stops, the connection is broken.
All right, so if we're all walking around radiating these personal energy fields, what happens when they bump into each other? This is where the book gets into those invisible forces that draw us to some people and not others, explaining it all as a kind of energetic chemistry. You know that feeling when you just click with someone, or when you really, really don't? Well, the book suggests it's not just about personality, it's about energetic compatibility. It argues that our long-term relationships, whether it's friendship or love, really depend on our biomagnetic fields being in sync.
Now, this quote from the book really nails it. It's almost like a law of energetic attraction. If two energy fields aren't complementary, they will literally, and this is a quote, reject each other. This is the book's explanation for why some of those initial sparks just fizzle out.
Okay, hold on to your hats, because this is where things get, well, pretty wild. The book doesn't just talk about this energy in a theoretical way. It describes how people can supposedly learn to direct it to do some pretty extraordinary things. The author lays out some almost unbelievable examples. We're talking about changing how water tastes just by focusing your energy through your fingers, or moving a tiny suspended needle with nothing but your gaze. It even talks about creating an invisible energy fence to keep critters away. And, maybe most profoundly, it dives into what's known as pranic healing. Let's dig into that healing part for a second. How is that supposed to work? Well, the idea is a direct energy transfer. A practitioner can supposedly channel their own bioelectric current through their hands and into a patient. This is said to boost the energy in a specific part of the body to help relieve pain or speed up healing.
And what about that invisible fence? I mean, that sounds like something out of science fiction, right? The book actually describes an experiment where someone with a strong energy field can draw a mental line on the ground, and ants or other small animals just won't cross it. And it suggests the same idea can work to keep people you don't want around out of your personal space.
So, we've covered a lot. Auras, cosmic connections, even healing hands. But according to the book, the most powerful and constant way we use this bioelectricity, it's through our thoughts. Every single thought you have is an electrical transmission.
Wow. Just let that sink in for a minute. Thoughts travel at tremendous velocity. A thought can go several times around the Earth. The book is saying your thoughts aren't just stuck in your head. They are literal energy waves broadcasting out at nearly the speed of light. This is how it explains things like intuition or how an idea can suddenly spread across the globe like wildfire.
And that really brings us to the core of this whole idea. If we entertain this book's central premise for just a moment, that every single thought we have is a real bioelectric wave we're sending out into the universe, it leaves us with one heck of a question. What signals are you broadcasting?